This is Rockslapping Champions. Player 1, playing Han Horner, we have Scorpion. And player 2, playing Nova, we have Kagayega. So let's have a look at the masteries while the players get set up. You can see that this is a brutal +1 difficulty game. Han in Horner is level 386, and there you have 30 points to the strike fire area improvement, 30 points to the significant other bonuses, and 3 points is the Magmine mastery here. Nova is a level 887 commander, 30 points into the airstrike cost reduction, 30 points into the primary ability improvement, and then a 20-10 split into Nova energy regeneration and unit HP regeneration masteries here. So we also have a few prestiges. Han Horner are playing with the P1 prestige, the Chaotic Power Couple prestige. Really fun prestige. I've been playing it a lot, and the instant arming Magmines is a lot of fun to play. And Nova's gone for the Soldier of Fortune prestige, which allows her to pretty much get her army out as quickly as possible and be able to focus on one kind of production structure rather than all three. We also have a couple of mutators active. We have Fatal Attraction and Self-Destruction. Really nasty mutator set, and this is by no means going to be an easy mutation especially for Horner, because the army is so fragile. Like, Han's army are so fragile, and her units are just going to get sucked in by the Fatal Attraction mutator. So ideally, you'll probably, when you're playing this mission, you'll probably want to adapt and not go for your regular kind of build, and that's what mutators are all about. It's adapting to the situation the game puts you in, and in this case, you'll probably want to try and focus on your strike fighters, your Magmines, maybe a few Widowmines, but you want to use your call downs as well. I actually reviewed this replay on my Twitch stream as part of a replay review redemption for Rockslapping Champions, and the general consensus was you want to build Horner's army and you want to use your call downs to take out the escorts of the train. So that is generally the strategy you want to use. Battle cruisers, wraiths, deal damage to the train and just get out of the way before the train dies, and let your ally finish the train off with whatever units are nearby with them. Because Nova is not going to have too many issues with this. She's going to have Spire Mines and she's going to have airstrikes. Pretty much everything is going to be accessible to her, where she can also get out of the way of the train. So it does require a little bit of collaboration between you and your ally. But you can see that this is not the strategy that Horner is going to be using, and is actually going to be building a few Assault Galleons, and we have our first set of Magmines, and you see how quickly these things arm. These things arm so fast. You will blink forward using your shield, instantly one-shots the attack wave. We have classic infantry. This is a nice ground composition, which actually makes Horner's army a little bit easier to utilize. You build a bunch of strike fires, and you get your napalm upgrade, and you can actually deal with attack waves so that Nova doesn't have to worry about moving around the map, and she doesn't really have to worry too much about these attack waves. But this does not look like the plan for Han, and she is going to be getting ready to move her army out. What do we have in production? We have an armory on the way, we have a few SCVs, and we have a Reaper as well in production, and that is all good. We have another set of Magmines over here. These Reapers are already cleared out these rocks, so there's going to be an expansion coming out for Horner sometime soon. So okay, we have a little bit of an army there. One Marine has his little pet Layote, which is kind of cool. Layote chilling around, knows that Neometal is nowhere in sight, so the Layote knows he's gonna be safe, and then Nova shotguns him in the face and press F for that Layote who is just hanging around there, and Nova just gets caught in the crossfire over there. So Assault Galleons now are going to be trying to taking out this train. There are a few Reapers over here. They're a little bit too close, and now the train dies. Fatal Attraction triggers, and those Reapers have all died, and these Assault Galleons are already in the orange. So this is just a taste of things to come. There is going to be a lot of carnage that's going on throughout the course of this mission. So we are going to see what these commanders are going to be doing. Again, Nova blinks forward and one-shots the entire attack wave. This has absolutely no problem surviving this. We have 3 Magmines already for and Horner. We have Space Station reallocation ready, and Call in the Fleet is also ready. So far, the unit's last 16 Reapers have given their lives to the cause of taking these trains out, and now this next attack wave is on the way. Expansion also on the way for Han Horner. They're going to be a little bit delayed with that, but not really too much of a problem. And Nova already in position to deal with this next attack wave. So Nova getting ready, jumps, blinks forward, one shotgun blast, one shots the rest of these units. Unfortunately, these units do end up surviving, so they will have to clean up as well. And now Nova has a few siege tanks on the way, and Nova has realized that this is going to be a very, very difficult mission to clear. The Fatal Attraction Mutator is really difficult to handle in itself, but because there's self-destruction, you can't actually get out of the way of the self-destruction after you've killed the unit. You know, it's almost inevitable that you're going to get hit by that. And that is one of the reasons why Han's army is going to be taking a little bit of a pounding. There's one SCV that is actually trying to repair this assault galleon, which is okay, but this is going to be a bit of a tall order for Han and Horner because their army is really, really fragile. We have, what are they producing? They're producing, oh, they're getting hangar bays now. So this may not be too wise. They're getting hangar bays on the 4 assault galleons that are actually in the orange. Or 3 assault galleons are in the orange, and this other one is also getting okay, all 5 of them now are getting the hangar bays, so this is going to be somewhat problematic, especially if they end up killing the strain before, if they kill the strain before the thing finishes. I don't know, I think it counts as an cancelled upgrade, but from the looks of it, it looks like these assault galleons are going to be finishing their hangar upgrades right before the train actually dies, which means they're going to be taking damage from this Fatal Attraction Self-Destruction combo set here. This one is already in the yellow. The train is about to die now, and you know what's going to happen. One there, bunch of Self-Destruction mutators go off, and 3 of the assault galleons have died, and they all had hangar bays on them, and now these assault galleons are somewhat confused as to what happened. What happened to our friends? We just got completely wrecked, but Han is not going to surrender. She is going to be building some more assault galleons now, and Nova has to get into position for the next attack wave of this map, while Han and Horner are going to be rebuilding whatever they have lost, and it's going to be a bit of time before that happens, but they have adequate amounts of time anyway. See how quickly these magmoids are. It's so good, but nice shotgun blast by Nova, clears out most of this attack wave. There's one random fire back here, medic, but those 2 guys also end up dying pretty promptly. There's going to be another single train wave here, and these assault galleons are going to be ready as well. What do we have in production? We have the napalm upgrade coming out for Han Horner, which is actually really good. Having that napalm upgrade is going to make these strike fires a lot more useful, and the general consensus in chat was F10Q because Han Horner just sucks against this meter set. But if you really had to play it, if there was a gun to your head and you had to play it, the general consensus was use your call downs to clear out the escort waves, strike fire platforms, and stuff like that. You know, just basically find a way of not using an army to deal with it. And if you really had to, use Horner units instead. So now the magmines are going to trigger, and all of Han's army is going to get pulled into the self-destruction mutator. That assault galleon is getting a little bit too close, ends up getting picked up by the Marines. Some more self-destructions going off, and that is the other assault galleon gone as well. And is there another hangar bay coming up here? Yep, there is another hangar bay coming up. All these assault galleons are being lost, and they all have hangar bays attached to them, so it is just extremely painful for Han Horner right now as they are losing and hemorrhaging their units here. Again, getting pulled by more self-destruction mutators on the hybrid. Lots of damage being dealt by these self-destruction mutator, and a lot of explosions going off, and this hybrid has pretty much dealt a lot of damage, and the trains as well. This one has 40 HP left, and they're trying to take out this hybrid as well. Is the hybrid going to end up pulling up these Reapers? These Reapers all end up dying too. There's another random SCV over here as well. SCV will end up getting killed off, but oh no, actually ended up surviving, huh? A little SCV that good. And Nova is now on the southern side here, trying to deal with this trade. Han's army is moving down here to try and engage this train, but there is another problem here. Nova's gases are being hammered a little bit by these hybrids that have spawned attack wave. 2 more of these things, and again, they have more. There are a lot of hangar bays coming up, so this is the hill they have chosen to die on. They want to go for the hangar bay assault galleons here. So airstrike comes up. Okay, airstrike, it does miss off a little bit of the attack wave, but the magmines are able to clean up this pretty well here, and the more assault galleons are taking a little bit of damage to some of the random enemy trickle here, but they will end up killing this off. And again, this assault galleon as well is in the red, Now we have the next wave of trains. And this is the first double train wave, as usual. Really large train wave and train escort here, so it's going to be a little bit difficult, but I think Nova has a lot of siege tanks, adequate siege tanks here, and these things are not going to be affected by the Fatal Attraction mutators. So Nova has to be a little bit careful. Nova just getting bounced back and forth. Nova gets completely obliterated by the self-destruction mutator, and this Assault Galleon is pretty much in Ghana. And pop goes the Assault Galleon, and where are the rest of these galleons? These galleons are on the way with a few Reapers in production. We have just more and more Reapers. We don't even have attack upgrades right now. And now, and Hoarder is going to be using the Call on the Fleet. And we have also 4 Strike Fire platforms. Finally, in the 15-minute mark, 4 Strike Fire platforms are done. And now this train is about to go down. Lots of self-destruction, but Nova saves them with the use of a Griffin tactical airlift, but now these guys are dropped right into the middle here. Another airstrike comes up, but these Assault Galleons are just completely gonna get completely destroyed by the self-destruction mutator. And Nova over here is going to be dealing some more damage with the siege tanks and is able to clean this up. The siege tanks are going to take a little bit of damage. Yeah, I think one of those siege tanks ended up dying. So far, the losses is 1 Nova, I think, or are those 3 Nova? It might have been 3 Novas. Interesting. 3 Novas have died, and now we have, to add salt to injury, we have the nuclear launch detected. And few supply depots here. Is Hanhorn going to stop it? Nah, this is Rockslapping Champions. They're not going to bother. They are going to take these nukes like a man. They don't care. It doesn't matter if anyone drops some nukes on them. They will just rebuild them. Nuke after nuke. And now there's another attack wave. What do we have in production? We have 4 Assault Galleons still on the way. So this is what Han wants, and this is what she will get. She's going to strong arm Horner into doing what she wants. And there we go, 4 more Assault Galleons on the way, and this thing is also going to end up burning down. So it's actually kind of funny. I think he actively saw that. He just chose to not rebuild it, but oh well. We have some more Strike Fire platforms, and this is the right play here, is getting these extra Strike Fire platforms and just using the napalm to deal damage to trains. It's not going to be ideal. You're definitely going to be relying on Nova to carry you through this mission, but you can definitely do a lot more than what is going on right now with the current mutator set. So now we have another nuke here for Nova, but Nova is having absolutely none of it. Actually, no, apparently Nova's going to have some of it. So Nova wants to get some nukes as well, but Horner decides to save their ally and drop that. Down goes that ghost as well. So over here now there was a little bit of a huge detonation. Now these strike fires are actually being used the correct way, but unfortunately the battlecruiser does end up getting caught. There's no tactical jump from the battlecruiser out of the way, so that down goes one of those assault galleons as battlecruiser is getting a little bit too close here, and this might be somewhat problematic because again this thing will end up getting caught out by the explosions of the self-destruction mutator, and this battlecruiser will end up dying here. Gets pulled off again, and now the next self-destructions go off. Down go that battlecruiser, and that is the end of the battlecruiser's career. Some more assault galleons over here. They're going to end up aggroing these siege tanks, and now mag mines get dropped, and these mag mines are going to kill off these siege tanks, and all those assault galleons get pulled up into the range of the AoE explosion, and that is pretty much the end of all of Anwar's army. What do they have left? Yeah, they have absolutely nothing. They have 10 strike fighters only available, and now we have some more assault galleons being built. They have lost a total of 16 assault galleons so far, and they are just going to go, and they're just gonna charge through. They do not care here. Some very nicely placed mag mines here. The mag mines do kill off some of these science vessels, but there's some more science vessels on the way, and the siege tanks now are going to start sieging up on Horner's base. And now we have a nuclear launch that has been detected. And again, this ghost is somewhere over here. Oh, this is the ghost here. This is a ghost over here. Horner not using any kind of detection. That down went the detection upon the siege tanks there, so he can't detect any of that. Doesn't use an SCV pool, and all those SCVs end up dying. And whatever did end up surviving did get killed off by that ghost, and now that ghost is trolling. Siege tanks shelling away on the refinery over here. Some more SCVs moving over here to try and deal with this, and this ghost will end up dying. So now we have also, by the way, we have another double train wave that Nova has to deal with, so Nova is kind of confused. There are a lot of spider mines over here, so that's actually going to be okay. And Nova will have to try and deal with this next double train wave by herself because her ally is completely floundering right now. So 94 Reapers and 30 SCVs have died so far. So Nova has actually taken a very nice spot here on the high ground. Unfortunately, those assault galleons are not too long for the world. And now we have another nuclear launch detected. And is there going to be another nuke here? We're going to have a look at that in just a bit. But these assault galleons are going to be getting pulled over here. Nuke getting dropped, and down comes the nuke again. And now this one assault galleon goes down. This other one is also taking a little bit of damage. The hybrid drawing a little bit too much aggro. And I actually don't know if this assault galleon is going to survive. There's another hangar bay over here again. The assault galleon actually survives the explosion because it got pulled a little bit too far away. And these spire mines are actually going to end up killing the train. Very nice usage of the spire mines there for Nova. Very nice call into attacking into the factory first because she was able to AFK that entire train wave by herself. And Nova getting pulled here. Nova might end up dying. Oh, she survives as well. Wow, this is a survivors episode. There's assault galleon that one Nova has ended up surviving. She's going to ignore the bonus objective. Going for that bonus objective would be a huge mistake here. And now we have this assault galleon that is chilling over here. What else do we have? We have 3 assault galleons. They're moving over here as well. And one magmite said there needs to be a lot more here to deal with this. And you can see how effectively these things are able to deal with the attack with. And there's going to be a very nice airstrike there for Nova. Pretty much everything wiped out. There are a few more units left here, but not really too much of a problem. I'm not really sure why that has ended up sieging up, but that is pretty much the end of that attack wave. At least the largest threat units. These units are just aggroing Nova's base. Nova does not care. She needs to focus on this. Lots of spire mines as well. Siege tanks sieged up on the high ground to make sure, and Nova as well here to try and snipe out any of the high ground division here. I'm not sure if Nova wants to deal with it. She's going to drop another one here. There is another nuke. Is Han going to do anything about this nuke? Probably not, for this is Rockslapping Champions. And where are the assault galleons? The assault galleons are trying to move their way over here. And now there is another nuke, and they rip that mineral line completely over here. The assault galleons are ready with their hangar bay upgrades again being made. Hangar bays don't do as much damage as people think. They do not become like carriers. They are very, very weak and a complete waste of gas. So the hangar bays should not be obtained here, and these assault galleons are going to be taking again a severe amounts of pounding, and all of them dying. The funny thing is some fatal attraction meters. There we go. Another explosion there. That assault galleon is pretty much gone. The total resources lost 14,000 resources worth of units and structures lost. Look at the carnage. There are 23 assault galleons gone. But those are all the trains done. And that is GG.